What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today I am back up at the North Garage to give you an update of the 31 Model A Black Betty. I know you all have been asking a lot of questions about this car, and a lot has came along on this. Last time I was here, the body was on the frame, and just for mock-up purposes, to get the suspension all mocked up, to make sure the motor is working and set in properly, also to get everything ready to pull the body back off and have it all painted and then put back together, so then the body can be painted and put back on the car. So let's take a walk around and look what's been done to it. So what's really cool about this car is it has a lot of small, little, unique fabricated features about it, all over it, like from the shifter to the radiator to the interior, the fuel tank, and everything like that. So let's look at a few of those.
A stock Toyota 20R out of a 1980 pickup, 5-speed transmission Toyota. It's got Weber carburetor, oil filters off a 1950 flathead Ford that I hollowed out to make work with the Weber, where it has an aftermarket air cleaner on the inside. So it looks period correct, but it actually works with the carburetor. If I get it off.
It's pretty cool.
So I made a mount that mounts to the Weber air filter, so it draws the air all the way through. It looks like an oil bath, but it actually is a filter element set up on the inside. It's got a Celica header on it, 2-inch mangrove bent exhaust all the way back.
So here's the, and the header was customized to fit a little bit to the.
Yeah, I had to tuck the header in to make the steering box and everything.
Yep. So you can see the steering clearance right there. It's pretty tight, so the header had to actually be cut right here and then brought in so it actually fit. The exhaust system, if you can see, it's actually ran from this side on the left side of the motor, but then it crosses over to go over to the right side of the vehicle and out. And that not only gives it a factory look, to where it looks like it's concealing, like it's got the right motor in it, but also, from what you're saying earlier, it's also for the brake line systems, because the proportioning valve for the brake system is all on this side. If you had the exhaust going over through this side, it would also cause a lot of issues, you know, with clearance and that. So it gives it a nice factory look. It's very clean, very nice custom job done on it.
Brake master cylinder is off of a 70 Mustang. Run a Toyota brake switch, so everything is part store friendly on it. You can go to a parts store if something happens and get anything for it. The car will have 2 gas tanks. I'm running the original front gas tank on the cowl, and I have a 17-gallon behind the seat, so it has a fuel selector to go from tank to tank, and then it has the Holley fuel pump on it, Holley Red.
Mm-hmm. What about the AC on this car? Because this car is going to have full air conditioning on it.
It's AC and heated. It's a Vintage Air Compact 2 core on the inside system.
Yep.
It has a 32 style condenser in the front. Champion aluminum 4-core radiator. It's got a spiral fan on it, 3000 CFM. And I used the shell because, like Adam said earlier, it's an inch thicker, a truck shell, and they were always painted, because they're steel, they was always painted. They were never stainless steel like the cars. So I put that back in there to where it tucks everything in real nice and neat. The condenser fits in the front to where you don't have to run a 32 shell. It looks correct for it.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. So since we were last here, the wood has also been put into the roof of the car, and also the floor pans have been finished on the car. So they are ready to go. Everything looks really nice. This is all custom floor pans that were made. These were hand bead rolled, all hand welded in. There's also, as you saw in the framing here, or the video underneath, all the framing built for extra support for underneath the vehicle. And then when he was talking about the AC system, it's actually back here. This is the evaporator core is all in here with the heater and AC system behind the seat. It'll have vents that come out on both sides of the seat over here. and then also underneath, and you said on top too, right?
Yeah, come on.
They're like, yep. So you'll have full AC inside the car, which would be really, really nice on those long hot trips. And this is what's really cool too. Also, when we're talking about the dual tanks, this is actually the gas tank in the car, and this is the gas gauge for it. So when the gauge cluster is put in here, it'll actually have the original fuel tank level, because this tank will be a working tank, and it'll also have an aftermarket fuel tank gauge for the tank that's in the back of the car, and then you'll be able to switch between both tanks while you're driving. If you get low on one, you want to switch to the other. That'd be great for really long trips. So yeah, this car is going to be really, really fun ride. As soon as it gets all the rest of the work done, we're actually planning some really long road trips in this car, take it across country and whatnot. So that should be pretty fun once that comes along. But there's still a lot of work to be done to the car. I'll try to get some more updates for you guys as it goes along and go from there. But if you got any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments and I'll answer as quick as I can. And thanks for joining. See you guys next time.